Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents.
Wonderful!
Your scientists have discovered something.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Evil Genius 2 World Domination here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. Yes, another episode of Evil Genius 2. I have been kind of enjoying it. I'm still trying to fix the issues which I did previously. Well, because the tutorial for the game is absolutely atrocious. So, who knows? Maybe I will try to do one of my own. Who knows? Who knows?
Research
But anyhow,
has
we're
begun.
gonna continue by researching another beautiful piece of tech here, which is gonna give us theoretically access to another floor in this base. The reason why we want to gain access to another floor is that compared to the previous island where we were actually digging down, here we need to dig upwards. So it's gonna be really crucial for me to decide where I want to put down the staircase, as this will deter what I can then potentially do with the upper floor, as we still have two more researches to be conducted in order for us to gain access to some of the harder rocks around here. So there goes that. Now, on the previous episode, we were able to expand our broadcasting capacities a bit more. We were able to reach out to more world stages. We did started the progress of upgrading our power plant here. We did install the armory and some weaponry for our guards. Our research center is doing fine, and our vault is starting to get filled in. And as I mentioned on the previous episode, we will basically need to run a certain schedule of financing where I will need to keep at least 21,000 in my bank account at any point for now, because that is how much I need in order to pay the salaries. So there goes that. Okay, we have still room for some safe racks. So let's get them built in, and I'm not really sure how much space would I be able to acquire using this, but we just might be able to squeeze in a couple of more safe racks. So this is gonna cost me 47,000. Just these things are gonna cost me 47,000. That's so freaking awesome. So let's approve that, because we have right now the finance in order to do so. The casino is still working, however, it will definitely need to be expanded into this area too. And as I mentioned on the previous episode, most likely I will try to turn this zone into like a big trap of a maze, and I will try to move the living quarters into
A
this
scheme has
central
succeeded.
section of the map here. Okay, so we have somewhere in the world a place where we can start running certain schemes. So we need to interrogate a smash scientist from the world stage, interrogate a hammer scientist from the world stage, interrogate an anvil scientist, complete research the new golden age, and attend the dark matters convention on world stage. Awesome. So we can cancel this, and we can do kidnap anvil scientist. What else do we need? What else do we need? We need to definitely reduce the heat in this region, because we would get locked out if I would not. But after that, we will be able to obtain the hammer scientist. So that should take us 2 ways down the road, which we need to follow. Okay, so sorry there, I got interrupted by something, so I lost the complete train of thought. Therefore, I'm not really sure what I did talk about previously. I'm quite sure it was in relations to the world stage and where we
Research
will
has been
need to
paused.
start abducting the scientists. Is this Smash? Yeah, this is Smash. So we're gonna have to establish criminal network in this region. And we might have to do this in here too. The advantage here is that I will be able to pull out
has succeeded.
from the two regions. Okay, we are looking at 15. We are able to conduct this thing. So that is going to take us to 30. Criminal network is being established. Kidnap, smash scientist. Let's launch it. And we're gonna do the same here over here.
Salaries
We are burning
paid.
through our intel as well. Now the question is if those scientists are actually being escorted here. We see a huge departure of minions going to perform those kidnappings. So our base is gonna be kind of empty. Yeah, it actually looks like the scientists are being brought in. Okay, now we definitely have to reduce the heat in this
An
region.
agent has been captured. A scheme has succeeded.
Really don't want to be messing around with the Smash Republic due to their super agent. We did already kidnap the Smash scientist. So now we need to do it, or what we need to do is interrogate these guys, but I need to first set up
Task complete.
what to do here. I'm actually really thinking about withdrawing from this region. And from this region. So it is not the most optimal strategy, but I really don't want to be tempting the Smash Republic. I can deal with the Saber Territories Saboteur, but I really don't want to invite the Smash Republic Saboteur. That's like the last region where I want to stick my nose into, to be perfectly honest. Okay, we have 3 additional scientists moving in. The staircase is somewhat researched.
An agent has been subdued.
I don't really
and
want to be
captured.
purchasing right now another of the impact analyzers. Oh, they actually do have tremendous resolve here.
An interrogation has succeeded. We
Complete
have more
research. So
intel.
after this research is done, I'm assuming we're gonna have to go into the
We have
menu
captured an agent.
and do the world domination research. Yep. Yep. Okay, still pretty damn high resolve. Almost where we need it to be. 1, 2. Man, I really hope they would actually implement like 200 customers per casino. If possible, or at least like 100. Not freaking 35 or whatever is the maximum occupancy of the casino at this
Success.
point.
An agent has given us their secrets.
Okay. So the vault has been expanded. Still need to leave that room potentially for those pallets. I'm not really sure if they're gonna
interrogation
replicate
has
the
succeeded.
required
We have more intel.
steps which had to be followed with Zelica for Maximilian 2. And we have also the option to start dealing with hiring the other minions. So we have the, oh my god, socialites, spin doctors, biologists, and mercenaries. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the mercenaries first.
We need to have a conversation about that last agent.
We got him, boss. Got him good. Larry shot him, so did Radika and Otis, and then we all punched him a bit.
You also got a large number of holes in my walls. Who trained you?
Trained? You mean like learned? Like what a teacher would do? We ain't no nerds, boss.
Ah, I see the problem. We need a weapons expert.
This means that we will definitely need to expand our training facility because the training required equipment for the mercenaries has the similar range or size to the, what you call it, impact analyzer. We're gonna need to kidnap a merc on a world stage. The question is if there is gonna be a region where we can actually do so. Yeah, we can actually cancel this thing over here and immediately launch this thing.
Salaries paid.
Fun thing is we can cancel not the research. We can go to the research menu and we can
New
set up
research
this
has
thing.
been completed.
That is gonna utilize the data banks and it's gonna cost me
Research has begun.
25,000. I kind of did not take a look at how much money do I need for these salaries there, but we should be a-okay. Okay. This heat is almost eliminated. We will be able to launch this scheme over here with the valets in order to get our hands on some money. We can actually cancel out this scheme and send out valets over here. So we do already have a mercenary who should have been brought over. Okay, the research has been completed in like a record time. I cannot complain about that. What would be like a next cool thing to consider getting for ourselves? There's a lot of good stuff. Actually thinking we're gonna go with the pistol. Yeah, we're gonna be able to afford this. So, time to build a Midas, a device that can turn anything to gold. Who cares what the letters stand for? The weapon will stand for unrivaled wealth in the palm of your hand. Okay, this sounds fun.
I'll turn them all to gold. I'll call it the Midas device.
So for those of you who don't know, there's this old Greek legend where one king received the power to turn everything into gold with the touch of his hand. The unfortunate thing was that he unfortunately touched even his daughter, so his magnificent power eventually turned against him because the thing or the person that he loved the most turned into gold, which he thought he initially loved the most. At least that's how I think it goes. It's been kind of long time since I touched upon my Greek mythology.
Isn't King Midas a cautionary tale about the perils of egomania, greed, and rushing into things half-baked?
Keep talking and I'll turn you into a cautionary tale. But you may be right. Grow my workforce, spread my influence, prepare for development of the Midas device.
I'm honestly dying to see how the Midas device will be effective. Like, what, do you shoot into a region and turn everyone into gold, or like what's the deal? Okay, we unfortunately cannot run any schemes right now in this region because the schemes which we would run would get us to 47 heat. So I first need to reduce the heat in set region. We're gonna have to reduce the heat in this region. We have completely reduced the heat in this region. So let us run a scheme here on board of the big tanker. We are still running a scheme there, running a scheme there. We are launching a scheme over there. No, we are still running a scheme here. Okay. Might be able to install another impact analyzer. We need to, however, escort the mercenary. Construct a new criminal networks. We need 2 more and unlock new minion types. Yeah, so we require those 4 additional minion types, and of course growing our ever expanding population of minions, which actually brings me to a fun idea. And that fun idea is if I should start moving the living quarters to another section of the map, so we can accommodate more hungry mouths. I still think this would be a great living quarters section of the map, and we can give it also access over here. It will be kind of difficult to monitor once like Agent X starts showing up and things like that, because he's just a living nightmare when it comes to finding him. But as I said, I'm thinking that if I would utilize this initial space for traps and their combinations, I might have a higher chance to maintain somewhat of a decent number of mercenaries and guards, and therefore be able to defend the base a bit better. And that is what we all need to go for. Yeah, so as you can see, the training equipment for the mercenaries is just ridiculous. So approving this is gonna cost me 20 points of energy, 13,000 gold. So I'm gonna approve this. This means that I'm gonna most likely have to do something with our power plant as well. I really don't want to be building a generator over there by the entrance. This is gonna equal out the amount of energy being produced. However, the unfortunate thing is that even if I were to yet again re-excavate this space over here, I don't have that many things besides like one of these that I would be able to put in there, and I'm just not a huge fan of having the basic generator, but I might have to go for it. So we might be eventually forced to move the broadcasting station over here, having the living quarters maybe in here. It's gonna take a lot of reworking and removing and repositioning in order to get these things into like a
Your capacitors are active. Build more generators before they run out.
It'd be actually awesome if I would be able to see somehow on the capacitors how much energy we still have left, or like where does it show how much battery do I have? You know, like if this top would stop spinning,
Research has been paused.
or if it would like start shutting down. It's not giving me any timer, it's not giving me any information that would be useful.
Salaries paid.
And that would allow me to get some of these things processed a bit better. I do not like to run dark, so please go ahead and fix these things, because currently we are also unable to do stuff like, you know, train anyone or do something.
You've run out of power. Build more generators.
I want to go 20 mercs, 10 mercs, or 10 mercs and 20 guards. And for the guards, I definitely will need to start installing the pistol racks and such. So having that impact analyzer would be just awesome, especially at the start of the game, where having more of these gizmos would be extremely helpful. I'm actually really thinking I might be forced to install the nuclear generator in here. Not a huge fan of this, but it might have to be done. Okay, so this is being done. Once we have our first mercenary, we will be
You're
able
running low
to
on power. Build more generators.
get some cash reward. These three are working simultaneously. You might be forced to somehow expand the armory or move it in here. Turn it into larger armory, who knows? Everything is possible. The training quarters can be definitely expanded, and we will need the room for the additional training equipment. Our vault is being depleted. We're gonna soon get 22,000 out of our account as is. Wanna switch this to the muscle minions. A new wave of investigators has arrived, apparently.
Training has stalled.
So there they come. Okay. If we take a look at the side objectives, we see that, yeah, I was dealing with like the fearful symmetry, and this thing only triggered just like a non-stop visit from her over and over and over again. So maybe I will not be screwing around with these things for now. I'm gonna try to see what can be done here.
Mostly. Sometimes I do it for fun.
That works for me, and so do you.
New side story available.
Maybe what I will actually focus upon is like getting the loot instead. So we still have the biologist, the socialite, and the spin doctors. And we need to unlock all three of them in order to progress through the main story. The thing is, we still have plenty of research to be conducted with our basic scientists. So, I'm not really sure. We're soon gonna get our guns in. I'm actually really considering changing the armory and putting it over here. And we might go with the stun guns too, because we will need them in order to eventually unlock like the assault rifles, yada yada yada. Yeah, we cannot yet go in here because we need to progress through the campaign first. So let's go with this, and since we have the money,
Research has begun.
how about we actually go for moving the armory? We're gonna need the additional space anyhow. For monitoring, for more gun racks, for all these fancy things. So why the heck not? And this might be like our primary armory where most of the guards will be stationed. But eventually we might just be able to, who knows, build like a smaller armory elsewhere by the vaults and whatever else. The thing is that when I had in the previous run like a small armory by the entrance to the vault, the issue was that not all the time I had sufficient quantity of guards stationed in there. And that has led to multiple occasions where like those couple of guards who were there got killed. And if I had some of these like serum machines and other things which boosted the vitality of certain minion classes, once they were killed, I had to wait for another minions to be trained up in order for me to be available or allowed to kind of prevent further damage dealt to my base. So I'm not that really crazy about it for now, but we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna equip the guns which actually deal deadly force, and this room for now, I don't know, do we want like, maybe I can turn it into additional cantina. So we might be able to switch it around, put in your basic doors. And this is gonna allow us to accommodate more hungry mouths at the same time. And the beautiful thing for getting access to the mercenary class is having access to the dinner bar. So you're able to squeeze in
Warning. Not enough power to power this build order.
a lot of them. But the issue is, if I would try to go for this, I would definitely run out of energy. Already as is, we would run out of energy. Damn. Okay, how much further away are we from payday? Awesome. We might be forced to move the broadcasting station earlier than initially intended to. But that's fine. That's fine. Everything is okay. I think. Trying to determine which way is it better. Because we still need like a ridiculous amount of space to be left in between. If we were to do it like this, however, this is gonna affect our capability to conduct any schemes on the world stage for a temporary amount of time. But it just might give us the space required to do whatever is necessary. I want to move you here. Hold on. And if I were to build you up like so. The thing is, we would then still have room down here to expand the broadcasting capabilities. I'm really tempted to expand like this and remove this. And by doing so, okay. So what the heck is preventing me from doing this? Okay, so we need to focus on moving the broadcasting station first, and then moving the armory around. So if I were to do this, we are able to squeeze in 3 of these. Awesome. No, that would actually not be allowed. So we can theoretically consider doing the following. Okay. Now all I need to do is somehow figure out how to do this. Maybe if we would to keep it like this. Because if I would keep it 3 tiles a bit wider, I might then be able to accommodate that. I accidentally made it 1 chunk too thick. Okay. Move these doors over here. Move this bad boy. Let's do this. And then build 1 more over here. As a temporary solution. Like that, it will not work. Like this, it's 1 too short. Let's put them over here. We can then remove this wall. Oh yeah, we have the fire extinguishers there. I still should be able to do do the following thing. Okay, I'm assuming this is the only issue which we have here, right? Come on. Guys. Play nice. Why are you doing this sort of thing? Okay. Actually, we do need the wall here. Because I'm a dum-dum and I want to keep these doors in this section. So these can be put back. This is gonna cost me 61,830 and 9 points of power. However, we should be able to then squeeze in a bunch of more of these reactors. I'm gonna go with one for now. This is gonna be a fun thing to watch get it done. And once we have more power surplus, I will be able to build in more generators after another payday. And that should allow me to...
Your broadcast strength has run out.
Then put in more generators and then start screwing around with some of these other things. The issue is if we're gonna be done with something on world stage. Okay, so there's one region which heat, two region which heat has been reduced, so that is just dandy. One scheme, second scheme almost done. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Timing is the essence of the success here. They move around everything.
Resumed.
We should be a-okay. We need to make sure that we have our money for the payday. But the funniest thing is I can actually cancel out this thing. I can cancel out this thing. So far it has worked, so why not continue? We're gonna launch a scheme in this region, and we're gonna launch a scheme in this region. So effectively, I did not have to wait the entire hour. We're gonna start reducing this heat build up over in the hammer districts. I still will be forced to build, however, two more or expand two more criminal networks. And we will be still forced to go and find those additional people. Okay, so this needs to run over here. 58,000 in our account. Almost half of our funds is gonna go away. But we should still be able to purchase two of these. Should still keep us afloat. And these are still selected, so there is everything up and running. Research for the stun guns is going. That's fine. So we need the additional juice to allow the feeding stations to be put in their place. All this stuff needs to happen. I actually am not thinking about building more capacitors here, although they would fit in just nice and snug. The issue is I really don't know how much power can they hold for what time. I have never tested this, and I'm not that ecstatic with the results which I'm having already with the capacitors put in their place. So there goes that.
Salaries paid.
Salaries have been paid. That is good news. This means we can start looking into moving the armory. So because I don't see that much of a hard rock over here, I'm assuming the mining or the excavation of this space is not gonna cost me as much. And we're gonna be able to hold the majority of our forces in this
A
section,
scheme has succeeded.
as mentioned previously. Because I'm still not sure if it's more efficient for me to run multiple small armories or one major armory from which all the forces are gonna move and try to subjugate any intruders who might try to pop in for an uninvited visit. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to tell right now, but we're gonna try to do as well as we can. So let's try to put these like so. Might be tempted to put in one more of these just for the heck of it. And maybe some more armaments. Not really sure if I want to go with too many stun pistols. I would probably prefer... Oh, let's put in one. And one more of these. And two more of the club racks. It's actually fun. I was able to utilize it before even the research showed that it's done. We can get the brainwasher. This thing allows us to turn the enemy agents into our own minions. Fun little thing. Increase all science minions maximum vitality by 50. I'm not sure why, because well, let's face it, it's not like they ever engage any of the enemies who show up. So what do I know? So now we don't have any security, which is unfortunate, despite the fact that we do have lots of manpower stationed here at the base. But the key to our success will be to ensure that we are effective at trying to negate any potential assaults at our base. And by having the access to the armory here, which is from where like the soldiers might eventually pop in from, or hell, if the the hammer district, the Olga will try to show up, because I already see symmetry and that is just freaking me the hell out. I hate her. That is just, I'm sorry, but she is so crazy, stupidly overpowered by allowing her to spawn directly into your vault. And even if you keep search and reserve, she's gonna take all of that. And if you get like a payday in 5 seconds after she takes most of your funds, it's just annoying to put up with. So let's hope we're gonna be able to negate these things. And actually thinking we might go for the scientist class or the biologists.
Boss, we need to talk.
Actually funny how there is a centrifuge in the background despite the fact that we don't yet have access to it.
Must we? Every time you open your mouth, I get a headache.
We're brushing up against the limits of our capabilities. It's time to explore new branches of science.
Here it comes, stabbing pains right here on my temples. Do what you must. We can kidnap anyone who can teach you what you want to know.
Okay. Well, the scientists will be necessary for the further research, as these things usually require certain tech
Salaries paid.
which we yet do not have access to. Salaries have been paid. Looks like we are getting whatever is necessary in here. And I can start turning this into the first initial section of the living quarters. I'm quite sure the lab will have to be moved away eventually, But for now, this can serve as the one of the entrances to the new living quarters. Because as I said it once, I'll say it again, this will be moved away. Which is unfortunate because it is serving a great purpose. As before I had the distraction protocol in place, I was actually able to apprehend lots of agents in this section over here. So who knows? Let's put in the base door and let's go with the diner table or diner bar if you prefer. We're able to squeeze in quite a lot of them actually. That's the fun thing. Might actually do this. Do like a little center station in here. So fun stuff. It's gonna consume 31 points of energy, but yeah, I'm gonna approve this. One thing which I forgot to set up is these 4 tiles were set as armory, so we need to switch things around. The coolest thing is that this way, at least the guards, once they are done eating, they can return back to their stations to monitor whatever it is necessary for them to monitor, or to have quick and easy access to the gun racks and other stuff. And it looks like most of the pistols are actually freaking gone, so maybe I should consider installing more of those just for the fun of it. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need more lockers. We have been stuck at 1100 minions for quite a while, so I'm well aware of that. But why is Symmetry popping up? God damn it, she should not be popping up. Ooh, in this region, once we reduce the heat enough, we will be able to apprehend our biologist. Well, actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's confirm this and let's launch the scheme in order to acquire the biologist. Therefore, here we're going to be able to reduce the heat sufficiently and then relaunch a different scheme. So awesome. Not a huge fan of these 2 regions. We might consider going over here. Not really sure if I want to be dealing with the Patriot and their BS, and I want to stay the hell away from Smash Republic. It's just a personal preference. Okay,
That
so
scheme
this
has
is
succeeded.
done. And now the question is, what's the heat? And you know what? Let's reduce the heat. Issue is at the higher criminal
More
networks.
scientists have made a breakthrough.
We are gonna require
Research has
access to like valets to reduce the heat in the region. So the initial criminal network might be insufficient, but I don't know, there is some charm to it. You can of course disagree with me, there's no issue in that. Okay, so the biologist is moving in. The new cafeteria is starting to feed quite a lot of hungry
We have
mouths.
captured an intruder.
The one thing which I was excited about the sushi bar which you get with the scientist class is that they actually do not require anyone to man these stations. However, these things still require someone to man these stations. And I'm not really sure if I should have a muscle minion manning these feeding
Salaries
stations.
paid.
So how are the bunk beds looking? We're gonna also require the training gizmo. Hey, it's gonna squeeze in nice and tight. Awesome. We are far away from paying salaries. However, now we have actually jumped a bit higher and we actually need to pay 36,000 in salary. So that's some fun stuff. That is some fun stuff. That is some funky stuff. Let's go to 6 of them for now, see what's up. And eventually when we're gonna require some chemists, or what's the last class of them called,
Wunderbar.
we're gonna do that. Okay, so we are decreasing the rate of the heat being built up. I still, however, see her. I do not want to lure her, because if I lure her, this does not mean that I have the upper hand in trying to deal with her. No. This just means that she's gonna show up and do whatever the hell she pleases, and I hate that. Okay, so we need to unlock new minion types and construct new criminal networks. And I don't really want to rush these things. I might try to go into northern Saber territories, see what's up. I haven't tried this region yet. I do know that if I go here, I might be triggering Olga to pop in the Hammer districts. So let's land over here and maybe let's go for the northwestern Patriot territory. This should give us those 2 additional criminal networks, which I do require. I might be therefore even tempted to expand the vault room.
Task complete.
So let's do this.
Biology. That's the science of sharks, right?
We study life and ways to end it.
Like I said, sharks.
Yeah,
A new
I
criminal network has been established.
still don't think it's as funny as they think it is. But what do I know? Okay, let's launch this.
Your scientists have discovered something.
Thank you so much. And we're just gonna proceed with researching everything over here.
Research has begun.
And I'm really tempted in... Oh yeah, we should have access to this region
A
too.
new criminal network has been established.
Are you gonna give me just the yellow one or even different one? Awesome. Let's send out the muscle minions right now. Tempted to build the... How should we do this? If I would just expand this one tile. This one tile allows me to build these racks up against the wall in such a fashion and therefore increase my holding capacity by 32,000. And it's gonna cost me 54,000 to do so. This is just ridiculous. We're gonna approve that because we should have the sufficient funds to pay off the salaries for our minion classes. So they are conducting their research. We're kind of stuck in between these two. Really don't want to see symmetry in here anytime soon. And considering that this is like the only way to go in and out of the vault, I'm thinking cameras. And I want to be messing around with the traps here. It's kind of on the nose, but it just might do the trick. Chances are our minions are gonna get caught in the crossfire as well. That's what I'm afraid of, to be perfectly honest.
Not enough gold to complete this construction.
Well, we should be okay. Salaries have been paid. I'm really starting to wonder about expansion of or building the living quarters here and turning this into some sort of a trap gizmo. We have 1 broadcast power. That is not good. For upgrading the criminal networks, you usually require like 2 broadcast
A scheme has
strengths.
succeeded.
We need these 2 radio repeaters. We need to take a look at the world stage. We need to reduce the heat in that region. Symmetry has now popped in over here, although we have actually reduced successfully the heat in the region. She is still there. Freaking me out a bit too damn much. Okay, minion types. So now we need to... I'm not really sure who to focus on first, but... socialites. Yeah, that's gonna give us refreshment bar, also welcome desk and the piano in order to distract whoever is gonna show up at the casino, so...
We have a problem. The casino is crawling with tourists. They're everywhere. They've left us no place to hide.
Isn't that a good thing? It sounds like business is booming.
You'd think so, but we can't get to the agents. More and more are slipping through before we can get to them.
That just won't do. Double the shifts, cancel your leisure time, drink more coffee, do whatever it takes. Meanwhile, I'll get a team to find someone to distract the tourists. Celebrities should know what to do.
Okay, so... if I recall correctly, we're gonna have to kidnap a socialite. Thankfully, it's just that one socialite. So good news, everyone. As Professor Farnsworth used to say.
A scheme has succeeded.
Okay, so once we reduce the heat in that region... look at that. Awesome. Thank you, Southern Saber Territories. So far, you have definitely paid off. Really glad with what we are achieving here. Okay, let's run this thing. And let's reduce the heat, because we don't want Agent X popping in for a quick visit. It's always bad.
Research has been
Let's
paused.
reduce the heat in this region as well. And once this socialite has been acquired, let's reduce the heat in the region again. So we still have sufficient money coming in. We are sitting at 70,000. Unfortunately, no research is being conducted by them. I don't know what the hell is the issue, but you should be able to do the necessary job. I don't know if it's all the scientists that have been sent out into the world to conduct all those schemes. Looks like we have a scientist being trained here, and it looks like most of our scientists are actually eating. So maybe there's my issue.
Research has resumed.
How many cameras are
An
we
intruder has been captured.
monitoring? Socialite can be escorted.
Salaries paid.
Salaries have been paid. Research has been conducted.
New research has been completed.
Brainwasher 2000. Traps. What do we want from traps? The slippery floor was absolute fiasco. The laser wall was at least somewhat effective. The bubble cannon was just a weird novelty kind of a thing. We're gonna require organic samples. We're gonna require impact analyzer. We can actually run this goddamn research already? God damn. Okay. But that sounds extremely tempting. The issue here is I'm not really sure if it will it will require biologists, and we do have the 3 impact analyzers. But it would allow me to do some incredible things, like expand into this harder rock, and that is awesome because I see a ton of room
An
for
intruder has given us their secrets.
lots of useful stuff. So hopefully the biologists are gonna start to pop in and do whatever is necessary. And now we need to make sure that we will have sufficient amount of money for the salaries, because of course if I want to get like 4 socialites, it's gonna increase our salary up to 41,000. We are 7 minutes away from paying salaries. We will need to expand the training facility in such a manner. We'll need to make this adjacent to the wall for the technicians. I'll be able to move this stand further in the back and position this weird thingy for the socialites. That's gonna cost us 8,700 something. We are far away from the salary, so let's approve that. Because I will be able to expand even here and therefore expand the vault space too. Or maybe I'm gonna move some of these things over here, who knows yet. Theoretically, the lab can be turned or moved into this corner. But I'm gonna have to keep that space available because here we can actually eventually expand into this floor and get all this money. So yeah, there goes the plan. We should also start looking on what the hell will I do with this upper floor. Because right now it's looking more like I'm trying to squeeze the living life out of the bottom floor. And we're gonna also eventually have to consider our options in here. There's a lot of space. I see a massive power plant or something weird like that. You know, why not keep it in the basement in case we have a water leak or something. I'm sure everything will be okay. Okay, so they are conducting the research. I'm gonna take a look at the world stage. Let's confirm this. I'm really tempted to start messing around with the what you call it, better criminal networks. But on the other hand, I'm still skeptical because I know that is how I got into a lot of trouble.
A tourist in my lair. Get them!
Actually, boss, I'm one of your staff.
Oh, good. We need a bit of class out there. Keep those tourists busy and we'll get along just fine.
Are you going to call off your guards?
Maybe.
Okay, well, you better, Max. I mean, I did not spend all this goddamn money for you to shoot the lady. What is wrong with you, dude? Just horrible. Maybe we can put like a piano in here. The info office in here. Maybe move this piano. Let's move the piano in here. Let's approve that. And this should also give us access to like a different grub station, right? Yeah, so we have sushi bar and we have the refreshment bar. What if I were to sell these two? Put the sushi bar. It only accommodates 3 people at the same time. Let's put in the refreshments bar here because we have like 4 diner bars already installed. So let's switch those two around, see what's up.
Salaries
It accommodates, is what I'm trying to say, the same quantity of personnel. This is being conducted. We are sitting at 100,000 almost. Commitments for grand and salaries 44,000. Son of a gun. So yeah, once we move the lab over here, might start turning this section into a giant living quarter. It's gonna be fun to see how I will try to then expand over here, but I should also consider where the hell do I want to build these staircases. But I'm guessing maybe I'm gonna keep that for like the next episode, because we still have a tiny little space and tiny little wiggle room to work with here, so why the heck not? Come on, fellas. Escort the agents away. Do you want to keep scheming the tourists? Yeah, why the hell not? I mean, the regions are already, or the sections are already selected as a distraction zone, so they're gonna be asked politely to depart. Looks like all the guns have been equipped. Question is how politely. Our old henchman here is
too old for this.
doing whatever it is. I just hope we will not have to use him that much. Okay, 2 schemes need, or 2 locations on the world stage need our attention. We are reducing heat, region number 1, reducing heat in region number 2. That's all confirmed. We can cancel this. See if something pops in. We can cancel this. See if something pops in. Can send out the muscle, and we can send out the technicians. Awesome sauce. This still needs to run. This is running. We can cancel out this. This is running. Let's send out these fellas. Okay. And I think I'm gonna keep like the last minion class currently available for us for the next episode. I'm just gonna wait for like this research to be done, and on the next episode we're gonna be messing around with moving the lab away. Maybe somewhere in here. This looks like a great spot for a lab. Lots of space for lots of pricey equipment. The inner sanctum, I'm still struggling with it. I mean, I might have to put it elsewhere, but eventually this location is where we are gonna gain access to the Midas facility or Midas device, and that is gonna tell us or require from us access here. So maybe I'm gonna put like an armory as an entrance to here, like a small additional one, and we're just gonna see what's up. We're just gonna see what's up. And once this is all moved, thank you. Once this is all moved, we're gonna be able to start focusing on some of the other stuff. So as we can see, organic samples are required in order to research majority of the 3rd tier types of requests. We actually do still have data banks and other stuff which can be utilized, but yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at this stuff. I can approve the giant magnets for now, but most likely that's gonna be featured on the next episode.
Research has begun.
So, yeah, I'm really hoping that this was another fun episode. I'm so far feeling a bit more confident than the initial run. Once again, I'm actually shocked at how bad the tutorial provided by the game is in comparison to what you might find after putting in a couple of hours on your own. Unfortunately, I do understand that not a lot of people might have access to that much free time lately because family or business or whatever it is that we need to work with. So I at least hope that you are able to enjoy these videos in the meantime, and that is allowing you to feel at least somewhat of an entertainment and feel some joy in your life. Now, in case you want to support the channel a bit more, consider subscribing as I publish fun content like this on a weekly basis. I publish videos from Mondays till Fridays. I do most playthroughs, then I do comparisons, I do early game reviews, I do all sorts of cool stuff. Link is in the description. Playlist for Evil Genius will be featured at the end of the video, so you can go check it out in case you are interested to see how badly I started up this whole damn thing. And yeah, that is gonna be it. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully you are staying safe, and thank you for watching. Bye bye everyone. See you next time.
Vaults are almost full.
Hey, we have almost full vault. That's first.